What's up, guys? Welcome back to Voiceover Work, an audiobook sampler. Where do you listen? Today is February 19th, 2023. Dreading that to-do list? Feeling paralyzed by resistance? Fear not, warriors of procrastination. Do the things you hate. By Peter Hollins isn't about gritting your teeth and suffering. It's about unlocking the badassery within and conquering those dreaded tasks for good. This book isn't a torture manual. It's a battle cry. Hollins dives deep, helping you diagnose your unique laziness, triggers and understand the power of your emotions. You'll learn to embrace the discomfort and even see it as fuel for growth. Forget instant gratification. Here, you'll master the 90-second rule, a powerful tool to crush resistance before it starts. Imagine turning "I hate this" into "I did it," and achieving things you never thought possible. Open this book, step onto the battlefield, and claim your victory. It's not about suffering, it's about freedom. Are you ready to become the master of your own destiny?
You wake up a little late one morning, and you're completely exhausted. You have a scary-looking to-do list, and you're exhausted just looking at it. Eventually, you pull yourself out of bed, force yourself to get ready for the day, and cajole yourself into doing the day's tasks, much the same way an armed prison warden watches over a chain gang to make sure that nobody's slacking off. But you still manage to slack off anyway, and after barely 5 minutes on a task, you already notice your mind popping up and asking you if it's time for a break. Then, a whole slew of well-worn excuses come out of the woodwork. It's too late to get started now anyway. You're tired. Actually, come to think of it, do you feel a little cold coming on? And truthfully, you don't really even know what you're doing. You can do this later. Maybe you don't have to do it at all. Fast forward a few minutes and you're scrolling mindlessly online or doing some other non-essential task. This spice rack urgently needed to be alphabetized. What else was I going to do? Even worse, maybe you're doing that special kind of relaxing that doesn't actually feel relaxing at all, i.e., you're avoiding the work you said you'd do, but getting very little joy from it because you now feel guilty, anxious, and resentful about the whole thing. Not much of a break when you know that the dreaded task is still waiting there for you in the wings, right? Through a massive exertion of willpower, you manage to turn away from whatever screen is distracting you and push yourself to focus on the task again. It feels boring, pointless, too hard. You grind through, putting every last bit of effort into it, and 5 minutes later you stop again. By the end of the day, you've done very little, but somehow feel absolutely spent. The next morning, your to-do list is a little longer and a little scarier. If this problem sounds at all familiar, then you've probably asked yourself this question: what on earth is wrong with me? One possible answer is you're lazy. The thing about diagnosing this complex string of behaviors as laziness is that, well, it's lazy. Whether you call it procrastination, fear of failure, laziness, or fatigue, something is holding you back and preventing you from achieving the goal you have already identified for yourself as valuable. The instinct may be to run from the problem, but in doing so, you never get to understand why you behave this way in the first place. In fact, as you read on, you may come to see that this overly simplistic and knee-jerk labeling of behavior as lazy is part of precisely the same set of beliefs and habits that keeps you behaving this way. So, we'll begin our book not with, say, 10 easy productivity hacks for getting over your laziness, but rather a closer look at what laziness actually is. You procrastinate for a reason. Understand that reason and give yourself a real chance to do something different. On the other hand, if you are uninterested in why you behave as you do right now, you may very well stay trapped there, constantly trying to solve a problem using the very same mindset that created the problem in the first place.
Remember, conquering those unwanted tasks isn't about self-punishment, it's about liberation. Imagine the life you could have with that dreaded list vanquished. Imagine the pride, the confidence, the doors that open. Do the things you hate. Isn't just a book, it's a key to unlock your true potential. Open it, own it, and unleash the badass within. The battlefield awaits.